أهلا بيكم في مرة جديدة من Welcome to Canada your new home. يا رب كلكم بخير وسلام وصحة وسعادة أينما كنتم. النهاردة حلقة متميزة جدا and we have a very special guest. Shireen is going to introduce herself to you now and we're going to support her event because it's for a good cause. Shireen, we're so happy and we are honored to have you on the show today.
Thank you so much for having me here.
Shireen, before we start, I'd love to introduce you to our followers and to our beloved friends over there.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Shireen Arif. I was born and raised in India. I came to Canada as an immigrant woman 20 years ago.
Okay.
My profession actually originally was that I was a teacher.
Okay, nice.
And I'm a mother of 4 children. Now I'm an author. I'm an international speaker and a life transformation coach.
Wow, so proud of you.
Thank you.
Shireen, you are hosting an event. And
Yes.
This event is very important for the community because it stands for a good cause. Can you please tell us about the event?
Absolutely. So the event is called National Cancer Hero Day.
Wow.
So basically what happened was I'm a cancer survivor myself. I had cancer 10 years ago. My cancer had spread to my lymph node all over my body. So we didn't know whether I was going to live or not. And my children were very, very young. My youngest daughter was 3 years old. I had twins, they were 6 years old, and my oldest daughter was 19. And when I had cancer, I was scared, not because I'm afraid to die, but I was scared that if I die, what will happen to my children?
Absolutely.
So I prayed and I prayed and I prayed and I asked God to give me one more chance at life and to forgive me for all the bad things I may have done or not done. And I promised God that if I have another chance, I will serve His people
Aww.
and this world. And how I will serve, I didn't know. But after I became better, I wrote a book.
Wow.
And then I wrote another book.
Nice.
And then, I wrote the first book, and within a few months, the pandemic happened.
Okay.
So everything shut down, the whole world shut down, and nothing really happened. And then in February of this year, I have other friends, they are ladies who had cancer. I knew that they have incredible stories of hope, and so I requested them to share their stories in the book.
Wow.
And then I put together a collection of stories called Cancer Heroes, and lovingly woven stories of healing, survival, and profound transformation.
Wow.
Thank
This
you.
is a great idea.
Thank
To
you.
put and document all these wonderful stories in one book.
Yes, and this was my way to serve God's people.
Wow.
That I will inspire them, give them hope through different stories, that how other people have lived, or people who knew they were going to die, they still lived
Yes.
and did some kind things in the world.
Absolutely.
So after the book happened, once the book was launched in February,
Yeah.
then the next step, what am I going to do next, was the idea of launching a Cancer Hero Day.
Wonderful.
So I applied for it,
Okay.
and I was awarded a proclaimed day.
Wow.
So this year, November 27th,
Yes.
2024, we are launching Cancer Hero Day in the world to recognize the cancer heroes. The
Amazing.
people who are survivors, the people who died, but they made a difference by being an inspiration to others. The families, the children, the caregivers, the doctors, the organ donors, and then people who do the fundraising
Yes.
to support people who are dealing with cancer. And now, because cancer is a household name for almost everywhere in the world,
Yes.
I think almost everyone knows at least one person who's dealt with cancer. It was important to launch this movement.
Absolutely. Wow. So proud. So proud.
Thank
so from suffering into an inspiration and serving others.
Yes.
So this is God's call for you to
Yes.
to serve others,
Yes.
and this is why you're launching this event.
Yes. It's from suffering to service.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, absolutely. It's amazing.
Yes.
I'm going to have this book here.
Absolutely.
So it's all the time with us on
Thank
the
you.
screen.
Thank you.
Okay.
The idea is because I went through all the suffering, so I know firsthand what it is like to deal with cancer, to have young children, to not have support because I was an immigrant woman.
Yes.
So all my other family members, like my parents, my sister, my brother, they're all back home.
Yeah.
So you're alone, and then how do you deal with the mental and emotional state? The doctor is looking after you about the physical condition. How do you look after the mental and emotional state?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So what is the most inspiring story here in this book, besides yours, of course, that you'd like to share with the others?
Well, all of the stories are very inspiring.
Absolutely.
In fact, out of the 9 women, there is one who actually died before the book launched in the world. But if you read about her story, the amount, she knew she had cancer.
Yeah.
And she knew she had limited time on earth.
Okay.
But she made it count. She served the poor children of Haiti. And she did so many other different services and acts of kindness. And that's how she made use of her time on this planet to leave a legacy.
Wow.
So she is inspiring. There is another story of a lady who got pregnant, and she went to the doctors to find out if she's pregnant, and the doctor said, I have good news, I have bad news. Good news is you're pregnant, yes, and the bad news is you have cancer. So I can't say this story is better than the other. There are stories like that. There is one story where this lady from New York, her sister was diagnosed with cancer. Almost everybody in her family has had cancer.
Okay.
Her parents, her sister, her brother. So the sister, her last will was that when she dies, this lady who's in the book is going to flick the switch. That means, and it was so hard for her as a sister to get that in the will, that I have to cremate her, put the switch. So it was very hard. But so she pours her heart out and she shares that story. So like that, there are lots of stories. There's another lady who talks about how her father had brain tumor and how he suffered during his life, the few days before he died. And then after he died, when this lady had a little lump, she thought she's going to have the same suffering. So she wanted to die by suicide. She said it's better to die like that than to suffer. And then they realized she doesn't have cancer. So cancer affects families, not just the person who has cancer. And it has an effect on the mental health, on the emotional health of a person. So this book and this movement is to support that.
Wow.
So now I shared lots of stories.
Lots of stories, and absolutely every story is unique.
Yes.
And every suffering is precious.
Yes.
And this brings me to another point.
Yes.
Shireen, if you don't mind, sometimes people see, sickness as a message for transformation.
Yes.
But some people, get grumpy and they don't see God's message in their life through, because it's painful.
Yes.
And it's, as you said, it's a distress. It's really hard. It's really hard. So how do people manage? And I'll take from your personal experience and as an author, how do people manage to go through this hard time?
Yes, thank you for asking that question. So it's interesting that you ask that. I know, for me, in my experience, I know that God is kind and merciful. That's my idea of God. And when things like this happen, it's not that God is punishing us, because when I had cancer, there were some people who said, oh, that must be bad karma because I come from India, right?
Yeah.
So that's the thought, or God is punishing you, or you did something wrong.
Yeah.
A lot of the times I've also noticed people say, I'm angry, why me?
Yeah.
To those people who say, as you're asking the question, I'm angry, why me?
Yeah.
Then who? Like, if not me, then who? My children? Then who? My parents? Then who? My sister? Then who?
Yeah.
Thank God it was me.
Oh.
And it didn't happen to my children. It didn't happen to my parents. It didn't happen to my sister and my brother, the people that I love.
Yeah.
Have that state of mind.
Wow.
You will not say, why me?
Wow.
You'll just embrace and surrender to whatever is happening.
You're inspiring us today.
Thank you.
You're giving a positive message to the
Thank
audience.
you.
So thank you so much for everything that you're doing.
Thank you.
Although it brings, like tears and it's very emotional, but at the same time we're expecting a gala, and you said there is a red carpet and lots of activities. What are we expecting on this gala?
So on November 27th, I'm bringing together lots of cancer heroes.
Okay, wonderful.
And we have a Canadian TV celebrity, Sangeeta Patel.
Yeah, very nice.
She is coming with former global TV journalist Farah Nasser,
Okay.
and the two and me. The three of us are going to sit together and have a fireside chat where we just have a conversation. I mean, we women, especially people who come from immigrant women, come from other countries, a lot of us don't like to share that something bad happened to us.
Yes.
It's shameful, embarrassing for some people. A lot of people will not want to share that they had cancer. So we as brown women will share that to break the stigma and create a safe space where, like, it's okay to talk about illness and ask for support.
Wow.
Because we're all immigrants. We don't have a big family here. It's okay to have problems in your life. It's okay to, don't judge yourself. Don't feel bad about it. Ask for support. So they are going to be there. And then some of the women that are in my book, they are going to be there, and we are going to do a fashion show.
Oh, nice.
Some of the clothes are sponsored by a Canadian designer who had cancer too.
Okay.
So we're going to use the clothes to wear them and do walk on the runway.
Beautiful.
And basically the fashion show is called Beauty Beyond Cancer.
Wow.
And the idea is, especially for women,
Yes.
a lot of the times because of cancer, some parts of their body are removed. And then what happens is we start feeling like, oh, we don't look beautiful anymore because we don't have some parts of our body.
Yeah.
So we want to change that beauty is in our spirit. And the body has actually served us. The body is our loyal friend.
Yes.
When we die, we leave the body doesn't leave us.
True.
So we get to embrace our body and feel proud of it.
Wow.
And walk tall.
Yes.
So that's my movement. It's called Beauty Beyond Cancer. And then we are going to have a comedian, a stand-up Canadian award-winning actor and comedian.
Wow.
And he's special because he had cancer.
Okay.
And his comedy is based on cancer. And because they say laughter is the best medicine,
Oh.
so how about we laugh that cancer made us funny? So we talk about, so he's going to be there. There's going to be lots of, it's a fundraising event.
Yes.
And Princess Margaret Cancer Foundation,
Okay.
which is one of the top 5 institutes for cancer research in the world. We are in partnership with them.
Okay, very
So
good.
all the proceeds from the sale of the ticket, and we have lucky draw, we have silent auction, there are prizes to be won, all that money, and from the sale of tickets will go to Princess Margaret Cancer Research.
Wow. What a great event.
Thank you.
And what a wonderful cause. I would love to invite all my friends here and my community and the followers of the channel. November 27, if you're available, we're going to go to this event and we're going to support. Can you give us some more details?
Yes.
The time, the address?
Yes. I have to also say, for people of our culture, it's not any celebration is not complete without food.
Oh.
So we have a 4-course dinner.
Okay, good.
There's also non-alcoholic drink.
Okay.
There's also going to be a cash bar for people who drink.
Okay.
And then
Vegetarian options?
vegetarian options,
Okay.
gluten-free options,
Okay.
vegan option. But when you get your tickets, you mention, because there's a place there on Eventbrite where you can choose what kind of meal you want.
Okay.
The event is at the Roma's Hospitality Banquet Hall. It's Hospitality Center. It's a beautiful, cozy place. We have some vendors.
Okay.
We have vendor tables where there are people that are going to display and sell some unique items over there that are health friendly. We are all going to celebrate this together.
Beautiful. This is amazing. Shireen, are we going to have a copy from this book in the event?
Yes,
So we
there,
can
there
get
will be a table where someone will be selling copies of these books.
Okay, very
And
good.
for your followers and for
Okay.
your people that are listening and watching, I will leave a 20% off code with you.
it. Wow.
So-
Thank you so much. This is so generous. You surprised me. Thank you.
Absolutely. So you can invite them, and I will give you a special code, and they can ask for that code from you and get their tickets for 20% off.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, guys, we're going to leave all the details and the discount code on the screen for you and under the video in the description box.
And also, it's doors open at 5:30.
5:30.
The event goes on till 9:30.
Amazing. Very,
Yes.
Very good.
Dinner is at 6:45. Thank
We
you.
can't wait until we see you in the event. And,
I'm looking forward to that.
Yes.
I want some Egyptian habibis. I don't know. I think the word habibi means love.
Habibi love, dear. Habibi
Yes.
love, yes.
Yes.
So, come, Habibi. Come.
And
to
we
the
want,
event.
maybe we'll put a table with people from your community
Sure.
and call the table Habibi table.
Habibi table. Do you have anything else you want to share with our friends today?
So I started on this journey with total surrender to God, right? That, you show me the way. So I'm just putting one foot in front of the other,
Okay.
and the road is appearing in front of me.
Aw.
So I want to build this community. My intention is for those who are not able to attend
Okay.
in person, you can still participate.
Yes. How can we
If you
support?
yes, if you want, there is a link where you can just make a donation.
Okay. Very good.
There is also another way where you can, if you have a Facebook account, I'm pretty sure most people have Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, all kinds of accounts. So on November 27th,
Okay.
you can post maybe an inspiring 1 or 2 sentences, or you can make a video and say, hey, I'm supporting Cancer Heroes, and give them some motivation. Or if you have a neighbor who has cancer, maybe make a meal and cook a meal and offer it to them. Donate to your local charity that supports cancer, or make a poster and put it everywhere on social media, or write a song, sing a song, do a dance,
Wow.
do whatever,
Yes.
and tag us. The tag is Cancer Hero Stories. And the hashtag is, the sign
Yeah.
that goes like this. It's National Cancer Hero Day. So if you tag us, and even the people in Egypt, we don't need to be present at the event to make a difference. You can make a difference from on top of the mountains, because now with social media you can connect with the world. So do whatever you can, the little bit that you can, to remember a cancer hero on that day, because it's not an easy journey. Those who have cancer, not only do they suffer with their illness, even the treatment process makes them suffer because chemo and radiation is very hard. So please support them, encourage them, give them the desire to want to fight this and to live.
What a great piece of advice.
Thank
for
you.
Everybody watching and everybody is supporting. And I always spread this in my community as well. Small deeds
Yes.
and small steps. It starts with a smile because you
Absolutely.
don't know
Yes.
the fight that they are
Yes.
going through. So it starts with the smallest steps.
Yes.
And thank you so much for giving us like a variety of creative ideas that we can use on our social media platform to make it meaningful, to
Yes.
make it supportive.
Absolutely, because remember, there are so many countries, but there's only one human race. We're all connected.
This is right.
Yes.
Like I'm enjoying the time as you're sharing.
Thank you.
But at the end, I really recognize all your efforts
Thank you.
for raising awareness and for supporting others and
Yes.
for spreading the word of hope and the support that you give to the community. Thank you so much for everything
Thank
that
you.
you're doing. God bless your life and bless
Thank
your
you.
family.
Thank you.
And I wish you all the best.
Thank you. That means a lot to me.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And until we meet again, guys, stay supportive and stay positive. For all the heroes out there, please remember that you are brave and God is good all the time. Please don't hesitate to contact us if you need any help, and God bless.